Auburn, LSU, always a key matchup in the SEC West, typically involving both teams. LSU, to a certain extent, counted out with its recent issues, but they did win a big game in Gainesville last week. And Auburn with Texas A&M putting up a pretty good shot against Alabama at home, at least in the fourth quarter, making things as somewhat interesting late, gave it their go. So I guess Auburn would be the last team that most people would consider to be anywhere close to Alabama in the SEC. So we've got Auburn traveling to Baton Rouge to take on the Tigers.
This is the first, sort of barometer game for the Auburn Tigers since that Clemson loss. Auburn's 4-0 since scoring 14 points and giving up, I want to say 11 sacks to Clemson, but really hasn't played anybody. They beat Mercer, then they've beat up on teams like Mizzou and Ole Miss. So Jarrett Stidham has played very good football the last month. Auburn's offensive line obviously playing a lot better. But this is a game the Tigers need to win. The Auburn Tigers need to win to kind of keep pace with Alabama. They want that Iron Bowl to mean anything at the end of the year. This is a game they need to win. We've talked about the last couple of weeks that it's Alabama, it's Georgia, and then it's Auburn kind of on another tier. So I think Auburn has a chance with a very convincing win at LSU to kind of move into that Georgia range, perhaps get over Georgia for number 2 team as far as SEC power are concerned. But like you mentioned, LSU did some good things last week. Obviously, it's a dominated team by defense again. Ogeron, in my opinion, didn't micromanage Matt Canada as much last week as he did against Troy. So very big game for both teams. Obviously one of the better SEC West rivalries. Auburn's a 7-point favorite. I think they get it done on the road.
Okay. Yeah, LSU not necessarily Death Valley being what it used to be. Troy showed us that just a couple weeks ago. Syracuse also gave LSU a challenge at home on the Bayou as well. LSU and Auburn should be an interesting one with, as you mentioned, the Tigers of Auburn, a 7-point favorite in that one.